All right, guys, so the question came in about defending the north-south Kimura. We're going to do that. I'm going to show you a couple different options for this. The main thing to remember is that the Kimura is essentially the 50-50 of the arm. So I'm going to have Jim, thanks for doing this, Jim. He's going to go to the north-south Kimura on me. I'm going to move over here so that we can stay in frame. And now, just for the purpose of a drill, Jim, keep the grip but lay to your back. Okay, so, and we'll get back to the north-south position, but what I need you to understand is the way he's gripping me, whoever has the elbow on their chest is winning. So right now, he's winning this game. But if I come in and I grab his wrist, closest one to me, I simply shrimp and I put his elbow on my chest, now I've reversed the position. Okay, so that's why I say it's like the 50-50 of the arms, in that, whoever can get the elbow to the chest is usually winning that situation. So now that we understand that, let's go to the north-south Kimura and look at a couple options for defense. Now, the important thing to remember about defense is there's always three types. There's resistance, which is like the lowest form of defense. That's what basically just muscling your way, hoping they don't know how to finish. There's escape, which is the second lowest form of defense, and that's where you just get out of the move, but you're not necessarily in a better position. And then there's counter. We're always trying to look for counter. But let me show you a couple, all three levels of this. So Jim's in the north-south Kimura. He's got my head covered up. Go ahead and put he's either got his knee down or sometimes they're standing on both feet. It just depends what's going on. So resistance might be something as simple as coming in and covering it up with your leg, turning onto your side. The issue with this is, it's hard for him to pull it up. Try to show. Because he can't go through my leg. But if he simply rotates my hips, so pull me this way first, now that my hips are up, now he can pull it up, boom, and now I'm out again, right? So that's the problem with this. And some of you might be grabbing here, doing these kinds of things. But all of that is dependent on muscle. So now let's just look at basic escape. First thing we need to do is get our head out of this problem. So I'm going to come in, scoot downward. You can stay kind of tight. Scoot downward and get my head out. And then I'm going to try to drive this elbow to the ground. And the way that's done is simply by using my leg to make that side heavy. Boom. Now my elbow's down. Generally what happens here is people go to side control and they keep trying to attack. So those are the two things you can do to just not get tapped. But once you get better at this, you want to start countering it. So he comes in, boom, and it's going to be that arm, in this case his far arm, that I'm going to attack. I still want to free my head so that I have movement. Boom, I get my head out, I come in, I grab his wrist. Now at this point, I'm going to shrimp and kind of drive my elbow into his chest a little bit to create a little space. Now that his elbow's on my chest, I can reverse the grip. Now I'm winning this, okay? And then depending on what he does, we can come in, look for arm locks. It depends where he moves, but we might, try to take the back. All kinds of options from here. So that's one thing I recommend looking for anytime you're in a position is how can I not just escape it, but how can I counter it? How can I let them start the move, but not finish? That's what Master Pedro Sauer always says. So one more time, let's look at this. We'll go slow motion. So if this knee's down or the foot's in tight, you got to clear this first. So I usually just take my hand and cup my ribs just to resist for a moment. And I'm going to pull myself downward. Boom, and get out of this. Now I'm going to look for his wrist on the inside. Boom. From here, hips go up, push just a little bit, get his elbow under your chest, and then look, I lace. All right, this is not going to be easy. It's going to be a little bit of a fight, of course. This guy wants to win too. But now we're in the Kimura and we're in charge. So that's kind of what you can do. And then from there, I recommend looking up good Kimura trap setups and everything. There's tons of amazing reference material on that, from guys who are certainly more skilled than me. So definitely look up a Kimura trap, and that'll show you probably 80 options of what you can do from that situation. Guys, I hope this is helpful. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the video. Thanks a lot.